Hello, my friends, and welcome back. And for this new article that I will discuss, I would like you to put yourself in the shoes of the parent of this child athlete. So I want it to be maybe, let's say, but in with everything, belonging to a country that does what it does, all that, okay? Or maybe I can ask you, be Russian for the duration of this article and be the parent of this Russian child, athlete, okay? And see how you would judge it from that kind of perspective. Or we can obviously discuss this issue from an objective as much as we can and from a subjective one as well on this and on the other side as well. So we're going to try three sides of from the story: left, right, and center. So this, I wanted to cover this when it came, but I said, oh, maybe it's not. It's okay. And now it came back. So now I think it has more value. This article comes from The Insider by Will Martin, May 19th, 2022. And if you're not familiar with what I'm going to discuss here, there's a Russian gymnast who won a medal at a competition, gymnastics, a boy, and while he went on the podium, he wore the letter Z on his chest, uh, letter Z. Now, objectively, we can even however you want to take it, we know why he put the letter Z over there, so that's no doubt about it. The issue we're going to discuss in a minute. So what happened now? So he won a medal, and this is the title: Decision to ban Russian gymnast who wore the pro-war Z symbol, I would just say the Z symbol, while standing on the podium with a Ukrainian is, and I'm quoting, completely lawless, Moscow official says. Russian gymnast Ivan Kulyak was barred from competing for a year this week. In early March, Kulyak appeared on stage. No, did not appear on stage. He sparked outrage, my God, by wearing the Pro Z symbol on his chest on the podium. Officials in Moscow slammed the ban, saying that nowhere in the rules was wearing the symbol banned. Banning gymnast Ivan Kulyak for a year is completely lawless and outside the rules of the international gymnastics, a top sports official in Moscow had said. Earlier this week, a 20-year-old Russian was banned for a year for that, for a meet in Qatar. So this happened in Qatar, this competition. After finishing third in a World Cup event, Kulyak posed on the podium sporting a Z on his chest while standing next to Ilya Kuftun, a Ukrainian gymnast who had won the competition. Good for you. The Z symbol is associated with support for Russia's invasion of Ukraine, or with Russian military sacrifices in a military operation, or with God save us from the bullets of the enemy, or with, can interpret it in many, many ways, but nevertheless, we interpret it however they want. So it says here that Kulyak display was widely condemned at the time, but he has only now been formally punished individually, sparking anger in Russia. Dmitry Shdishchev, chairman of the State Duma Committee on Physical Education and Sports, in an interview with the state media, TASS, questions why Kulyak was being banned at all, saying there is nothing in the rules that say he could not wear the Z symbol. And I'm quoting, "I'm surprised to see that the International Federation and the organizer of the Doha tournament in Dubai have added, no, in Qatar, I'm sorry, have added several letters on the Latin alphabet to the list of banned symbols," end quotes. And I'm quoting again, when I read the regulations, I did not see that they were on the list that might result in sanctions, he said. Therefore, the decision to disqualify an athlete and of awards and prize money is completely lawless. Alongside his ban, Kuliak was ordered to repay the prize money he won in Qatar competition, 500 Swiss francs. But it's for a kid. You know what I mean? It's a child. Yeah, well, he put a letter Z. Okay, man, he put a letter Z. Be his father or his mother and see how you feel. Smack him for that? And to pay further 2,000 Swiss francs for the cost of proceedings. So 2,500 from where? From Putin's billion, multi-billion that he allegedly, reportedly, supposedly has. And now, I'm quoting, what is not forbidden is allowed, and I personally do not see Kuliak's behavior as offensive, discriminatory, or nationalistic, just like the rest of the normal civilized world, the same guy said, Chen. Continued. Unfortunately, the Federation cannot cope with the pressure coming from the politicians and big business tycoons who regulate law or lawlessness in sport. It has not withstood the blow, and an innocent athlete has suffered. Well, it's not quite innocent if you put the Z over there. And just be honest with this. He supports that. Okay, well, the other guy was over there. Even if the other guy was over there, I think it's freedom of speech. You can do that. What the hell? But, you know. All right. The ban is just the latest handed down to Russian athletes since the invasion of Ukraine. As well as broad brush bans on athletes in a number of sports like swimming, soccer, tennis. Well, they have been banned and so on. Double Olympic gold medalist Evgeny Rylov, for instance, was banned from swimming's governing body FINA after he attended a pro-war demonstration in Moscow in March. Elsewhere, Russian and Belarusian players have been banned from this summer's Wimbledon tennis tournaments. Yes. Okay, let's talk. All right, objectively, he wore letter Z. That's in support of his country's war, invasion, however, which is by the Russians is justified. By the Ukrainians and other countries is not. And other countries said nothing. So it's not like a clear cut, it's a bad thing. Everybody says that. The Russian think it's a good thing, don't they? So anyway, let's go with this one. He wore that thing over there. Is there anywhere in the rules that you cannot wear that? No. So I think that should be clear. Because I tell you why. I remember in 68, 70 or whenever, those black athletes on the podium, with Power the People, the Black Panther sign. Black Panther was considered a terrorist organization. Were they taking the medals? Were they fined? They were incarcerated? What happened? No, they're hailed as heroes because they fought oppression and apartheid and whatever in the United States. Okay, but the rules are rules, aren't they? Or sometimes they are, sometimes they are. Okay, subjectively, from the Russian side, I don't care, man. That's my country. I think they do the right thing. That's their opinion. Now, from the other side, oh my God, that's a sign of invading my country. He's promoting his country. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's all you got. Legally, you don't have anything. Legally, you don't have anything. You can't display that unless the country bans that, unless the regulations that you can't display that. Then it's all good. Now, obviously, this world is not ran by justice as it's said that it is. It's bent here and there, however they want it and fit. They need to bend it. So, nevertheless, this kid did that. I don't even know if he did it on his own will, and if he did it on his own will, he's a child. So then there you have it. When you commit a crime as a child, you're not punished as an adult, are you? Or if he's, let's say, yeah, you can say, well, but if you do something, I don't know, you rape someone, you get, in the central registry and sex offenders registry. Yeah, that's true. That's true as a minor, but then when you turn 18, that's expunged. You don't show up over there. But nevertheless, and we don't go that far. We don't compare a rape charge with the display of a sign over there. I don't think so. Nevertheless, I'm not the one in charge, so I can only talk about it. And I think that, well, as offensive as that could be, I don't think it should be illegal. I don't think that's my assessment. It shouldn't be illegal. My opinion, my choosing. You can wear that. You can express it. Because once we start with that, we never end. Because everybody will feel offended about something. Like, for instance, the Vietnam or the Vietnamese could say at the Olympics that American flag should never be displayed because what the Americans did in Vietnam, or the Japanese never allowed the American flag to be displayed anywhere because they dropped two atomic bombs on civilians on two cities. Hundreds of thousands of civilians died. So if we go by that, we're all guilty. So what's going on here? We see how it goes, but it's preferential, it's situational. So I don't think the kid should be punished. I wouldn't. But anyway, put myself in Ukrainian shoes, I wouldn't like it at all. No, but what am I supposed to do? Wear something that I want, because if I negate his freedom of speech, someone else can negate mine. So you go on this slope, you can't come back of it, and they are already going down real fast. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.